right, guys, for our ELA notebook entry at the top, I want you to write personal narratives. This is the first writing we'll be learning about this year. And so in order to write a personal narrative, we need to understand what one is. And so I'm going to give you some different things that a personal narrative has. And since we've been talking about point of view, I'm going to abbreviate POV, point of view, is a personal narrative is personal. It's about you. So it's going to be in the first person point of view, and so it's going to leave behind words like I, we, us, and so on. Okay? Now, another thing about a personal narrative is that it focuses on, and I'm going to draw a magnifying glass because that's what we're going to focus on, okay? It focuses on a small moment in your life. Now, the reason this is important is because a lot of times we want to write about too much at one time. For example, I'm not going to tell you, I'm 42 years old. I can't write my whole life story down in a personal narrative. I'm going to take small moments. We're going to talk more about that. But a small moment might be your favorite birthday party, or maybe something, some really horrible day, or just one little tiny thing that happened, one small moment in your life. Also, I'm going to write the numbers 1 and the number 2 and the number 3, because when you're writing a narrative, it's important that you have these 3 things: a beginning, a middle, and you guessed it, it must have an end. Okay, it has to have that too. All right, and then I'm going to draw, let me see if I can move this up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to draw some eyeballs here. I'm going to give mine some eyelashes. It's up to you. All right, maybe some eyelids too. All right, you have to write it in such a way that the people reading can picture it or see it in their mind. And so it's important that you describe the details. And those details include the people in the story. Don't just tell me their name. What did they look like? The places in the story, the events in the stories. I need lots and lots of details, okay? A lot of details so I can picture it, okay? And then we don't want to leave out something very important about a personal narrative. And so I'm going to draw my face here, maybe when I was a younger kid, because my story's going to be about when I was little, because I'm going to give you a sample of a personal narrative in a later note-taking episode. But I'm going to put a heart here because you need to include how you felt, your feelings through everything. Funny, did it make you laugh? Did it upset you? And the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use quotation marks, okay? Quotation marks are what you put around dialogue. And dialogue are things that people say. So often in a personal narrative, you're gonna use dialogue. It's very important that you use dialogue correctly. A lot of students love to make characters talk in their story, but they leave out these quotation marks. For example, if I were to say, "Stop it, class," in my story, I would say, "Stop it, class." That's where it started. But now I have to say who said it. I screamed. So when you're using dialogue, we cannot forget to put it in quotes or to say who said it, okay? So we need to put this in our notebook, and after you're done, feel free to color and make it more creative. Also, you might want to divide it up so that it's really easy to see what picture goes with each thing, you make it your own. You might make a chart instead, but you need to have your personal narrative notes in your notebook when I check.